The Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce conspiracy, a government strategy to sway the 2024 election. What if I told you that one of the biggest love stories in pop culture right now isn't a love story at all? What if the whirlwind romance between pop sensation Taylor Swift and NFL star Travis Kelce wasn't just a matter of the heart, but a calculated strategic move orchestrated at the highest levels of government? It sounds like a plot ripped from a political thriller, but as we peel back the layers, the coincidences become too precise, too convenient to ignore. Let's start with the timing. Taylor Swift, arguably the most influential celebrity in the world right now, suddenly gets involved with an NFL superstar right as the 2024 election season ramps up. Coincidence? Maybe, but what if this high-profile relationship serves a much bigger purpose, one designed to subtly shape public perception and ultimately the outcome of the next U.S. presidential election? The numbers don't lie. Swift's fan base is a demographic goldmine for political influence, young, highly engaged, and overwhelmingly active on social media. Travis Kelce, a charismatic all-American athlete with a strong male following, particularly in key swing states. Together, they create a cultural juggernaut that bridges political divides, subtly reinforcing the very narrative the Biden administration needs to secure re-election. Then there's the media machine. Think about how often you've seen Taylor and Travis on your feed lately. Every hand-holding moment, every stadium kiss, every NFL game where she's spotted cheering from the stands. These aren't just viral moments, they're manufactured moments. The media coverage is relentless, a perfectly coordinated campaign designed to keep them front and center in the public eye. But why? And who benefits most from this non-stop exposure? Now, let's talk about influence. Taylor Swift has already shown she can mobilize millions with just a single Instagram post. In 2020, she broke her silence on politics, endorsing Biden and urging her fans to vote. The result? Record-breaking voter registration numbers. Imagine the impact she could have in 2024, especially when paired with the universal appeal of an NFL superstar whose own influence extends into crucial voter demographics. And then there's the money. Follow the trail, and you'll see how the NFL, big corporations, and political backers are all intertwined in this narrative. The NFL benefits from record-breaking viewership as Swifties tune in to watch Kelce play. The Democratic Party benefits from the soft power of America's sweetheart, reinforcing positive narratives around Biden. Everyone profits, except perhaps the unsuspecting public who may not realize they're being nudged toward a particular political outcome. This isn't just speculation, it's a strategy we've seen before. From Hollywood endorsements to social media influencers, governments and political campaigns have long leveraged cultural icons to shift public opinion. The difference now? The scale, the precision, the perfection of this carefully curated, seemingly organic love story that just happens to dominate headlines at the exact moment Biden needs a boost. And if you think this is far-fetched, consider this. Why hasn't either of them directly addressed these rumors? Why is the narrative always just ambiguous enough to generate speculation, but never enough to dispel it entirely? Controlled controversy is the most effective marketing tool in the digital age, and this relationship, whether real, exaggerated, or entirely fabricated, keeps people talking, keeps people engaged, and keeps people distracted. So, what's the end game? In the coming months, pay attention to the subtle shifts, the way their relationship is framed, the timing of political endorsements, the way conversations about them intersect with election coverage. Because by the time you realize what's happening, it might already be too late. The 2024 election could be decided not by debates, policies, or scandals, but by a love story that was never really about love at all. And now, I leave you with a question. If this were true, if Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were, in fact, part of a carefully orchestrated campaign, would you even know it? Or would you, like millions of others, be too caught up in the spectacle to see the strings being pulled behind the curtain? As the months progress, you may begin to notice something strange, something that you can't quite put your finger on, but it's there. A subtle shift in the air, a quiet whisper behind the scenes that this relationship between Swift and Kelce is not just playing out for tabloids or Instagram posts. It's becoming a cultural weapon, one carefully wielded to appeal to the very segments of society that hold the key to the election. The undecided voters, the young people who feel disconnected from politics, and the swing state residents who always feel like their vote is the one that truly counts. There's no denying the effect of public figures like Taylor Swift, but when combined with the gravitational pull of the NFL, her influence becomes something far more potent. It's a match made in media heaven. Two of the most recognizable faces in America, together on the world stage, each representing a demographic that swings elections in ways that no one can ignore. Think about it. When was the last time an NFL star was as universally adored as Kelce? When was the last time a pop star had the level of clout Swift commands? Now, think about what happens when the two are brought together in this carefully timed, all-consuming romance. Is it possible that this is all a mere coincidence? That their union has no larger purpose? It's hard to accept that when we consider the way these two forces have consistently moved in tandem with the needs of the political elite. The 2024 elections are shaping up to be one of the most contentious, and the need to secure a win for Biden has never been greater. In the face of rising opposition and growing disillusionment, every possible tool is being used to secure victory. And what better tool than cultural influence? As the narrative around Taylor and Travis continues to evolve, expect to see even more calculated moves. Perhaps a surprise charity event, or an appearance at an event where a key political figure is speaking. It's not just about the love story anymore. It's about framing the candidates, the issues, and the public sentiment in ways that sway hearts and minds without them even realizing it's happening. The political machine behind these moves isn't just a group of campaign strategists or advisors. It's a group that understands the pulse of pop culture, the flow of social media, and the power of a viral moment. In this new era of digital politics, where perceptions matter more than policies, these subtle but persistent nudges are more powerful than we think. Because by the time Election Day arrives, these carefully crafted moments will have seeped into the public consciousness, shaping how voters feel, how they engage, and ultimately how they vote. But here's the real kicker. This is all happening beneath the surface. It's happening in real time, but most of us won't realize it until it's too late to course correct. The magic of influence in the digital age isn't just about getting votes. It's about getting people to feel like they've made the decision on their own. They'll look back and believe that the choice they made was theirs. But was it? You may begin to see new narratives emerge from the media, the kind that make you feel like you've been supporting this relationship, rooting for it all along. What started as just another celebrity romance has slowly morphed into a referendum on the future of American politics. Every song Taylor sings, every touchdown Travis scores, is a small thread woven into a much larger tapestry, one that slowly, subtly brings the country closer to the election results someone wants to see. So when you watch Taylor and Travis in the months ahead, when you see them at the games, at concerts, when their pictures flood your feed, ask yourself this: am I watching a love story Or am I watching a strategy unfold before my eyes? Because in the end, it won't just be the headlines that shape this election. It will be the stories we're told, the narratives we embrace, and the subtle but powerful ways those narratives are crafted to pull us in. Taylor and Travis might just be the Trojan horse we didn't see coming. And by the time we realize what's inside, the election could already be decided. As we continue to watch this relationship unfold in the public eye, we can't help but notice the growing pattern. The Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce saga isn't just about two celebrities finding love, as the media would have you believe. There's something deeper at play here, a chess game being played on the world's stage. Every move, every gesture, every photo op is meticulously timed, calculated to ensure the right emotional response from the public. And if you think that's all coincidence, think again. Let's break it down. Every relationship, especially one as public as theirs, serves a purpose beyond just personal connection. Celebrities have long been used as instruments of influence, whether in politics, social issues, or even cultural movements. But in the case of Taylor and Travis, we're witnessing a more sophisticated game, one that relies on the very emotions and behaviors of the public to sway an election. This isn't just about creating a viral moment, it's about controlling the narrative, guiding public sentiment in a direction that's favorable to certain political objectives. Imagine for a moment the people who follow Taylor Swift. A large portion of her fan base consists of young voters, a group often difficult to engage during election cycles. These voters, passionate, loyal, and highly influenced by the figures they adore, hold immense power. Taylor has already proven her political sway with her endorsement of Joe Biden in 2020, resulting in a massive uptick in voter registration among young people. But this time, the narrative is even more subtle. This time, it's not just a celebrity endorsement. It's an entire lifestyle, a culture being cultivated to reinforce the ideas and values the administration wants to push. Now, think about the power of sports. In America, sports are more than just games. They're a form of identity. NFL games draw massive audiences, and Travis Kelce, a star player, is the face of a team that represents strength, power, and national pride. Combine that with Taylor Swift's massive influence, and you've got a fusion of pop culture and sports that reaches into nearly every corner of the country. The blending of these two worlds isn't accidental. It's strategic. The merging of pop and sports into this power couple amplifies the political message in ways that few could have predicted. But what does this all mean for the 2024 election? It means that everything you're seeing, the stadium appearances, the subtle references to Biden's policies, the way they're positioned as the perfect couple, serves a larger agenda. The emotional connection people feel to Taylor and Travis isn't just about their relationship. It's about what that relationship represents. It represents unity, strength, and an idealized version of America, something Biden's campaign can use to galvanize the public in ways that traditional political rallies simply can't. And yet, this story doesn't just stop with Taylor and Travis. It's part of a larger strategy that's been unfolding for years. Celebrities and athletes have long been used as pawns in the political chessboard. But what's different now is the speed and precision with which these campaigns are being executed. In the age of social media, where everything is amplified and everything is a potential viral moment, the line between entertainment and political influence has never been blurrier. What we're witnessing here is a perfect storm of media manipulation, celebrity culture, and political strategy. At the core of this phenomenon lies the idea of narrative control. In today's world, the narrative is everything. What people believe, what they feel, what they react to, it's all shaped by the stories that are told. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are not just participants in a love story. They are players in the much larger story, one that's designed to influence, to manipulate, and to move public opinion in a direction that aligns with certain political goals. They are symbols, representations of the broader cultural narrative that the Biden campaign desperately needs to succeed. And this is where the real power lies, not in the relationship itself, but in the way it is being presented to the public. It's not about love, it's about influence. It's about leveraging the power of celebrity to shape the conversation and subtly push people towards a particular political outcome. This relationship isn't a random occurrence. It's part of a carefully planned strategy designed to achieve a very specific goal. The question is, how many of us are truly aware of the strings being pulled behind the scenes? As we move closer to the 2024 election, we can expect the narrative around Taylor and Travis to intensify. Expect more public appearances, more media coverage, and more moments designed to tug at your heartstrings. It will all feel very real, very organic, but remember, the entire purpose is to make you feel something. Whether it's joy, nostalgia, or hope, these emotions are the foundation of political influence. And the more we feel, the more we're moved. But here's the kicker. Once the election is over, what happens to the narrative? Will Taylor and Travis continue their public displays of affection, or will the relationship quietly fade away, as so many celebrity romances do? Or will their union continue to serve as a cultural tool, keeping the public engaged, keeping the conversation alive long after the votes have been cast? These questions linger, and their answers may be more telling than we think. As you reflect on all of this, it's essential to ask yourself how much of what you see, hear, and feel is truly organic. How much of it is being curated, crafted, and strategically deployed to manipulate your emotions and actions? We live in a time where influence isn't just about what's said. It's about what's felt, what's experienced, and how easily we can be swayed. And when it comes to the 2024 election, the emotional power of Taylor and Travis may be one of the most effective tools at play. So what do you think? Is this love story real? Or is it just another carefully constructed narrative designed to sway your vote? I want to know your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's start the conversation. If you're finding this analysis intriguing and want to dive even deeper into the world of media manipulation and political strategy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who needs to see the bigger picture. Don't forget to check out our previous videos for more in-depth discussions on how pop culture, politics, and media collide in unexpected ways. Keep questioning, keep digging, and stay informed. The truth is out there, and it's up to us to find it.